Okay, today we're going to try something a little bit different. If somebody could come up with a better name for it, or if somebody already knows a name for it, that's great. Just let me know. I'm going to start off with a Bass Pro Shop size 8 Aberdeen hook. I'm going to use it for the tail. I'm going to use fox squirrel. For a soft tackle is actually a pigeon cape. We're just using one little feather, so it's just a little bit, be very, very sparse. I'm using a purple feather here, and then I'm going to come back with a grizzly, a rooster saddle feather over the top of that. So it's kind of a soft rooster hackle situation. It's weird. It's a weird kind of a fly here. I'm going to take just a few hairs from the fox squirrel. Kind of sparse. We're not going to use too many here. There's very little cleanup on these. There will be a little bit here, but it's really, you hold it by the tips and everything else will just slide right out. I kind of like having just a tick bit of the black showing, but just a very little bit of black showing there at the end. So I'll do a pinch wrap. I'll do another pinch wrap. And this is not doing a good job staying on top. I kind of want these to stay on top as best I can. Because I'm gonna run this thread back a little bit, get a good lay down, run back forward, oops. And as I'm moving my thread back forward, I'm gonna kind of hold this fur against the hook. Very wide spacing wraps here until I get to the front, and then I'm going to come back and trap it all down fairly well. And what that does, it kind of helps to slender out the body, not slender out, but make the body tubular, even out in size, everything else. Lift up your fur, snip it back as best you can so you've got a nice clean body. It really doesn't matter that much because now I'm going to take my fox squirrel pelt, which is from the exact same squirrel as the tail, and I'm going to use the fur itself as a dubbing. So I'll take just pinches of the fur and I will make a dubbing noodle from the fur itself. This can get a little bit messy. These tend to be a little bit more wild, hairy, buggy, I guess you could say. What I've heard many people call the look. Just because that fur, sometimes it lays down really, really well. Sometimes it doesn't. But that's part of using from nature what's there. I love this look. I love the red and the gray and the black all kind of intertwined together here. I love, like I said, I love that look. Oops. Unfortunately, it's not acting really well right now, so it is what it is. That's part of doing one take videos. Sometimes you don't get the result that you're wanting, but you still keep on going because that's part of being one take. No editing whatsoever. When you see most of my videos, you see no editing involved there. You see my mistakes, you see my good things, you see my bad things. It's just a part of it. Because I don't know any fly tire out there that is perfect. I dare say any fly tire out there always gets it right. There's a lot of editing goes into things of this nature. Well, I'm trying to not do any editing. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake, and that's just a part of it. We'll go from there and we'll try to show what happens. How do you fix that mistake? It's just a normal part of tying. So now that I've got it up to pretty much where I want it, I'm gonna pull it back and wrap back a little bit to keep all these stray fibers. As you see, that is a very, very, very buggy look. People seem to respond well to it. The fish seem to respond even better. So I take one of these feathers that had a little bit of purple, and I've already kind of pre-prepped it for what I want. I will still snip off some of this end, but I'll tie it down really well. I'll lift up that quill and I'll get rid of it. Take a pair of hackle pliers real quick and just grab the very tips of that feather. And we'll slip out of the hackle pliers. So do this again. Like I said, you'll see all of my mistakes, and I'm sure I make plenty of them. The purist out there will probably have a field day with my, I guess, lack of tying skills, but that's okay. Let them talk.